Previously.
Did Olyntio pill you on this? Like, really?
That would be the one guy.
On Progression Series Season 2.
If you drop Painful Choice, Gage! Stop!
Hey, Alex. Man, dude, don't ring a destruction me. I win the game if you don't ring a destruction me. No!
In this series, both Nyhmnim and myself will be opening 24 booster packs or one box of a core Yu-Gi-Oh! Booster set. We will build a deck and play a best 2 out of 3, and the winner will receive a small prize to upgrade their deck. However, in each episode, we will open another box of the next set that was released, moving in chronological order, constantly upgrading our decks before dueling each other at the end of each episode. But this time around, we'll be introducing side sets, a new banning system, and plenty of other fun surprises that you'll just have to watch to find out. This is the Yu-Gi-Oh! Progression Series Season 2. If you want 5% off any singles or sealed product, click the affiliate links in the description and use code Cimoooooooo5. And clicking the TCG Player affiliate link before you shop helps support us to provide you with more amazing content.
Well, Gage, we are back in the Judgment once again, and there's a little card that's been a bit problematic lately, more for one person than the other, I will say, but I think after the last episode, you and I decided to come to a consensus that this card is becoming more and more of a problem, even more so in this series than Season 1. You want to go ahead and enlighten our viewer?
Oh, yeah, man. I'll say we had a little bit of a debate, but at the end of the day, I don't think the decision was that painful. I think we had to remove Painful Choice from our collective card pool. The card's just a little too good, man. Like you said, deeper into Season 1, the card got insane, but I think we finally cracked it to the point, even early on in Season 2 here, that it's time to go.
I know that people were really hoping that we'd take Painful Choice into Dragon Ruler format again, like Prog Season 1. That was fun, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But no, I agree with everything you just said. It's a card that, as the game progresses, just gets infinitely worse. And it just feels so sacky to resolve. It feels great when you're on the dealing end of it, but when you're on the receiving end, not fantastic. So Painful Choice, we hardly knew you. It's gone. You are now Hall of Famed. And buddy, we've got some Hidden Arsenal 3 to crack today. Let's get into it. Damn, I haven't seen that in a while. It's weird to be in the winner's circle for once because, yeah, I'm not used to seeing myself next to the wheel. So let's go ahead and spin the wheel for winning last episode. I'm happy to be back in here, and hopefully Gage has had a rotten streak of luck when it comes to actually redeeming anything from it, but I think our luck is a little bit better as the anime protagonist in this series. So let's see what we get. I spun the wheel like a million times. It's just a wild card super. What was last set? Star Strike Blast? That might actually not be too bad. All right, we pulled up the Star Strike Blast list, and I gotta be honest, I think this is a pretty easy pick. I think I'm gonna take another copy of Different Dimension Ground. We already pulled one, actually, in the previous episode. This gives us 2, which means this is like a pretty viable side deck card if Gage ever plays anything graveyard reliant, especially if we're going first. We just flip this and just win the game. We just banned Painful Choice, which is kind of funny, and let's be honest, kind of justified. So, yeah, I think it's a pretty good pick. Let's go and throw it over to Gage so he can tell you all about today's set, Hidden Arsenal 3.
The Skull Servants were unfortunately not able to assemble together to get us into a victory last episode. Alex, by the clutches of his Painful Choice in Game 3 there, were able to just smoke us out of the game. Kind of glad that Painful Choice is finally gone. Card was a little bit absurd. I know it wasn't until way deeper into last season that we realized the card was a problem, but I'm glad we kind of figured out early enough that it's pretty good. Today's set's another Hidden Arsenal set. There's some cool stuff in here, some stuff that I'm actually going to be personally looking for my strategy today. It's not a bad set, but then again, there's nothing too great to point out. Jirax gets some cool support here. Cards like Guaiba are mainstays in like Dino Rabbit format. Being able to Guaiba attack and then pull another Guaiba makes a rank 4 like an Evolzor. Of course, we don't have any XYZs right now. We're not in that state, so the Jirax are a little bit under the radar. Naturias, you see Sunflower, he played like today, but back then, awful cards. Really, there's nothing playable about him. Shock Barrier saw some fringe play in Necros format, being able to pop a Jin-locked thing. just being able to summon it and tribute itself. Pretty cool. And then the worms are pretty good too. Yagen and Zex are the best worms in the game, paired with their common trap card that I don't think we have access to. The deck actually comes scary. The trap card, if you've never read it, is one of the greatest cards ever printed in Yu-Gi-Oh! Only thing that makes it bad is it's a reptile and a worm card. On to the secret rares, couple of great ones that we want to pick up. I want a copy of Barkion because I feel like it could come up later. I want a copy of Gungnir. He's pretty nice. Gungnir's not bad either. And then Ducks and Phalanx. We got Vadriana last episode, so being able to pull Ducks and Phalanx gives us the start of a Dragoonity deck. We don't have access to Ravine. I'm pretty sure Ravine comes out in a structure deck, which is really unfortunate because that card really makes the deck like plausible. But they're pretty cool cards to have. Maybe we can cook something up later if we have it. Some of the other stuff, I guess, Gay Bulge is pretty good, and Reagan's pretty good if we ever want to brew up a Fabled strategy, but I don't think there's much there. Pretty small set to open today. I'm in the loser circle for the first time in a minute, so I get to open the Pity Pack. Pity Pack is Turbo Pack 4. Thank God I don't have to open 3. I'm pretty sure Alex has opened enough for the both of us. Let's see what I get from Turbo Pack. That's 1. There it is. Okay, found it. 3 packs of Turbo Pack 4. Give me the goods. None of those are good. None of those are great. Give me the goods. Moki! Oh my God! Everything else this is terrible. That's a terrible Turbo Pack. Anything else from the last one here? End of Anubis. Actually is not that bad of a Turbo Pack. This is bad. Man, this card, does this set really blow? What's in here? Oh, of course, Trago Eddy is in here. Oh, of course. Wow, this is a bad one. There's not a lot of good cards in this Turbo Pack, right? Okay. Well, I mean, regardless, we're going to save it to the collection, and we got Hidden Arsenal 3 to open today. 24 packs of Hidden Arsenal 3.
All right, 24 packs of Hidden Arsenal 3 coming right up. There's some neat stuff in here that we never had access to in the first progression series because, again, we didn't really do side sets. And hopefully we pull some of those cards. I think some of them are actually even super rare. There's going to be 4 supers and 1 secret per pack. Let's see what we get in our first pack. And there was one of them, Worm Zex. Yes, the Worms debut. I don't know if they debut, but at least the good ones debut in Hidden Arsenal 3. So Zex and Yagen are both in here. And while we don't have Worm King, I think that comes out in Storm of Ragnarok, which might be next episode. That actually has the foundation to create like a pretty solid control deck and something we can explore for sure. Second copy of Zex, there's Ally of Justice Quarantine. If you guys watched the last episode of the History of Yu-Gi-Oh, you know my relationship with this card. This is, oh man, I love this card so much. Naturia Sunflower, funny enough, sees play even today, as a matter of fact, I believe in Naturia Runic, and Fabled Crust. I think I pulled one of these in the last pack as well. I swear, I think my Fabled pulls are actually, like, not terrible. I don't know if I really want to go down that route, but I should at least look into it. Yes, there's one of the big ticket items, Gungnir, Dragon of the Ice Barrier. Again, we never had access to these synchro monsters because we just had no way of pulling them. We didn't have the side sets, there was no reprints, and so our first crack at Gungnir in the Progression Series Season 2. It's not as crazy as like Brio or anything like that, but this is still a very strong card to actually look out for. Jurak Gwaiba is also another unassumingly strong super rare in this set. Dino Rabbit's a ways off. We have to actually get to Xyz era before this is even going to be viable, but again, a very decent card. First copy of Yagen, happy to see that. I think we're at 2 Zex, 1 Yagen, or 3 Zex, 1 Yagen, but in any case, I'm happy to see this because I want to at least explore worms, or at least have the possibility to, because I think there is some cool stuff we could do with that. Fabled Ragin. Gage is going to be raging after he loses today's episode, that's for sure.
On to Hidden Arsenal 3 today. There's a few things that I'm looking for. Not in any high rarities, though. I should be able to grab them if I'm lucky enough. Cards like Gungnir would be really nice to have, too. Let's just see how lucky we get. 24 packs. Hidden Arsenal 3. Flip them up. Do Dark of the Ice Barrier. Worm Victory. Hopefully a sign of things to come this time. I'm going to win this round, too, bro. I can't wait to keep the win streak up again. We're getting pretty close. I think Alex and I are pretty neck and neck. What do we got? Phalanx, pretty nice. Phalanx is a really great card. Like to see a couple Duxes up in there too. Locomotion Argenix. Actually not bad. There's a couple ways we can make this thing with Genix Controller. If we play Undine, Genix Undine can actually dump a card like Fishborg Blaster, which one of the best cards in Yu-Gi-Oh! Fishborg Blaster, so might be some cute things we can do with that. Actually not bad when there's literally no level 9 synchros in the game. Fabled Soul Kiss. I know some people play this with like funny enough, Burning Abyss to make like Beatrice. Hard to make Beatrice. Cute. Worm Zex is also really good. I'd like to get some of the worms, like the Zexes and the Yagans. Good thing they're only supers.
Dragoonity Legionnaire is definitely one of the better Dragoonity cards. I think it's just like really impossible for us to play this deck. Excellent, and that's one of the other payoffs I was looking for out of this set. Naturia Barkion. I think we already have Beast from Hidden Arsenal 2. Barkion debuts in this set, and so that just gives us more well-rounded synchros for us to access. Second copy of Gungnir, I won't complain, and another Quarantine as well. This may not be that good right now, but it's just like a nice side deck card to have for the future. I think that's our first Psycho Reader and our third Gungnir, funny enough, but Psycho Reader is also a strong, like, anti-light tech card to possibly have access to. I'm not sure if we're ever going to get to, like, Blue Eyes in the Progression series, but there's, like, a handful of light decks where this could be useful.
There's a Yagan. I think I need a couple more of those. I wasn't really paying attention. I'm not too worried about getting them, though. They're supers. I feel like I should be able to grab them pretty easy. Barkion! My man! Pretty good. I do like the Naturia Barkion. Definitely also on the level of kind of Beast. Maybe a little bit worse than it. Back in the day, though, when we're playing these games that are a little bit slower, Barkion can definitely be more decisive. Happy to pick that up. It's my third Locomotion Argenix. Man, I am chugging, bro. Funny enough, I have not seen a single Jirac Waiba. There's a Psycho Reader. I haven't seen a Jirac Waiba. I'd like to get a couple of those because in Dino Rabbit format it's playable. Reagan, coolest dude on Earth, man. One of the coolest Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Look at that guy. He's posted up. I wouldn't fuck with him. All right, on the last 3 packs, Decisive Armor. I've never seen this card played. The only Decisive Armor I've seen played is the Necros variant. Nothing in that one. No Jirac Waibas, I don't think, in this entire opening. A Worm Zero, though. Whoa. And another Fabled Reagan. You know what? It's a Hidden Arsenal set. I don't think we've ever rerolled these. I've never had the urge to reroll them. So let's just save it to the collection. We'll take it. Let's see what we got brewing today.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, only a few packs left of Hidden Arsenal 3. Gotta be honest, I think I've gotten everything I could have wanted. I just need to double check my worm count, but there's still a few packs left anyway, so this might even round it all out. Nothing too crazy in that pack. You know, there's nothing like too crazy in this set altogether, but I mean, for what it's worth, it's fine. Fabled Ashen Veil. The Fabled, I'm telling you, I feel like my Fabled package is actually kind of insane. Flip up the last pack. I don't think there was anything too crazy in there, unless you think Locomotion Argenix is nuts, but, you know, that is what it is. I'm a bit concerned about my worm ratios because I'm actually not sure that I got enough of them. I don't think I'm going to respin, though, because, like, Worm King is, like, a super or an ultra, and W Nebula Meteorite I don't think comes out until, like, Extreme Victory, so that's like well into the Xyz era. I'm just gonna save it. So if we didn't pull the worm, so be it. We got like the good payoffs like Barkion, Gungnir, and the like. I think it's probably worth saving just for that. So let's go ahead and get to building. I've got some ideas.
Things are about to get soggy, my friends. Alex won last week, but we're playing something really, really cute. We're playing Wetlands Turbo, Level 2 Turbo, Water, Aqua Turbo, whatever you want to call it. Wetlands is the mainstay of this deck here. All Aqua type waters or Level 2 or lower monsters are going to gain 1200 attack. That's going to make everything in this deck friggin' huge. Take a gander. Everything here, level 2 Aqua, besides the Junk Synchron, which can pair and make Junk Warrior. Junk Warrior is going to gain stats of all level 2 or lowers, so if we have anything boosted by Wetlands, it does get the boost. So this thing, when you have a couple of 2s chilling on the board, could easily be like 7,000 to 6,000 attack points just off the bat. Besides these things just being big as fuck when you drop them, there's some really cool locks. Cryomancer is essentially a Gravity Bind lock if we have another Ice Barrier, which is Dewdark. And Dewdark, if we have level 2 or lowers, all of them, this card can attack directly. So paired with Wetlands, this thing's like 2,400 burst. That's like a lot of fucking damage. Tons of ways to search it with Medallion too, really easy to get it from the deck. We also get to play a card, Ages of the Ocean Dragonlord, which until the end phase protects level 3 or lower waters from being destroyed by battle or card effect. That can protect maybe a Cryomancer for a turn and allow us to normal summon Dewdark on the following turn, or other way around maybe instead of a Gravity Bind lock. That also protects from things like Dark Hole and Raigeki that would wipe the board and maybe put us in a disadvantaged state. The side deck is really teched out to beat most anything too. Shadow Imps to deal with any of his dark decks that he's been piloting the last few weeks here. Rivalry is crushing against any sort of zombie strategy that maybe wants to play with multiple things like Glow Bulb and all these little synchro packages. I'll flip up Rivalry, and if we have a 2,200 Swat Frog or a 2,400 Dewdark, it's insurmountable. You can't beat that. Gravity Bond and L-Lab, shoo-ins for this deck, right? Perfect things that work underneath this. Definitely going to be better when we're on the draw going first. Just being able to turn one, set one of these up might make Alex reconsider. Might put him in a little bit of a difficult spot. And then Mobius is also easy in this deck, right? Swap Frog, Pitch, literally anything can summon itself, and then we can just tribute summon Mobius to clear back row. I haven't seen Alex play much back row recently, though, which is why I cut back on a lot of the spell trap removal. MST is at 2, but we're only going to be playing 1, and we already have the Harpy's Feather Duster in here as well. I don't really expect Alex to play any back row type decks. I haven't seen him do it in a bit, and I don't think he's going to change his tune now. I really feel like this deck is, like, cool. Might be a little bit gimmicky, but maybe we can steal a win. Sometimes we need those decks that are just a little bit off the beaten path, something that Alex isn't completely ready for, and it'll maybe just steal some free wins, right? Feeling optimistic. I like this deck. Let's see how it goes.
Well, 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 ladies and gentlemen, with one banned card gone, another takes its place. So we are going to be trying Flambell Zombie, Fire Zombie. I don't know what you call this deck, but it's even more crazy because I'm just taking it to the extreme. I even threw like a small Psychic package in here with Telekinetic Powerwell. By doing so, I think we've upped the number of cards that resurrect a monster from the graveyard in our deck to like 10 or 11. So there's a lot of ways that we can trigger Card of Safe Return and get a shit ton of value off of it, and that's what we're trying to achieve here. Now, in games 2 and 3, if it's a bit overkill, which honestly it probably is, I can probably afford not to play the Psychic stuff. We can board out into other stuff down here, but I figure if we're going to try to make like a turbo Card of Safe Return deck, we should just go as crazy as possible. So let's do the card by card. Card Trooper as well as Ryko are both in here to just help fuel the grave because we need to get these monsters in the grave somehow. Fire Dog plus Magician are just a fantastic combo that allow us to access our level 8 Synchro pool, which we have plenty of, especially 2 Stardust Dragons. We have 1 Glow Up Bulb. This is nice because it's a self-resurrecting card, so that's fantastic. Goblin Zombie is nice because it can search for our Plague Spreader, which is another resurrecting card. The 3 Krebons to pair with the 2 Powerwell. Turtle can get into Zombie, can get into Plague Spreader, it can get into Reaper. I mean, there's plenty of things this card can access. It's a little bit slow, but honestly, it's fine for our deck. We have a Sangan and then Reaper rounding out our monsters. The spells, we have Book of Life. We have like 6, 7-ish zombies, and we're actually playing our Doom Kaiser in here as well, just because we can access Plague rather easily. So I figure, like, this isn't a terrible card to throw in, and if it goes to grave, we have Book of Life, we can just bring it back, so that's fun. Double Book, a Brain Control, Card of Safe Return. We're trying to resolve this, and we'll see how it goes. Giant Trunade, Feather Duster, 1 instant fusion. I am playing Deep Sea Shark as a non-tuner water to be able to summon Gungnir. Otherwise, we can just go into Thousand Eyes. I figured that's like the most practical application for it, but I wanted to play like a new card this episode, and I figure this is like the best way we're going to be able to summon Gungnir because otherwise it's really difficult to do so, just so I figure, you know, let's just give it a shot. We have Mind Control, MST Pot, Premature Bear, Regeki, Triple Rekindling, Snatch Steal, and 2 Powerwell, and then the Trap Suites have Ring and Torrential in the maid board. For the side, we got double DD Crow, triple Kaiku. Kaiku's just been putting in work the last few episodes, so I figure just keeping this in here is fine. We have a Book of Dark Hole, a second MST, double Smashing, double Bottomless, double Different Dimension Ground now that we pulled the second, and a Dust Tornado. The extra deck's just a bunch of stuff that we may or may not make, including our fusions. We have Catastor, a Black Rose, a Blackwing Dragon, Brionac, Doom Kaiser Dragon, Gungnir, an Android Mistworm, like Psychic Life Transfer, Red Dragon Archfiend, double Stardust, and an X-Saber Urbellum. So, is this gonna work? I have no fucking clue, but I think it's gonna be a lot of fun to see how crazy things can get with Card of Safe Return. We have to actually draw it first. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's not make you wait any longer. It's time to duel. So, Gage, Hidden Arsenal 3. Hidden Arsenals are interesting sets for us because there's a lot of like nostalgic, powerful cards that we have the potential to get. This one, there's like some okay things in here. I think there's actually surprisingly a lot of strong super rares in this set as well.
Yeah, there's a lot of really great supers and stuff. But you're picking back off of like Hidden Arsenal 1 and 2, which had Bryonic and had Duloran and all those really good ones, right? You have stuff like Barkion, which is cool. But
it's decent. Yeah, Gungnir's in here as well if we're going to
there.
pay respects to the ice barriers.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a little bit harder to summon for what it's worth. And like Hidden Arsenal 4 has Trish, so like, you know, we have that. But it's like a fine set. I mean, we've definitely opened worse sets in the progression series.
oh, yes. Have you seen those Duelist packs? Yes.
Oh, yeah. Actually, you know, funny you say that. We have a Duelist pack coming up, and I don't think you'll feel that way when you see the contents of that pack. But that's for another episode. Today, though, let's go ahead and get into it, buddy. Shout out to Patreon. It is Nicholas Paulo. Thank you for the support. And let's see if we can win rock, paper, scissors for once in our goddamn life. Yes!
Oh, all right. He's
finally
the ultimate decider. You going to go first or
Justice.
second?
We're going second.
All right, you know how it goes.
buddy.
All right, man. Well, best of luck, Duelist. 41 card deck, man. You just too much to decide.
I could not slim down to 40. I will say it was very difficult.
All right, let's see here. We'll start it off strong. The greedy guy takes 2 more, man. It's only fair.
Speaking of cards, we need a Hall of Fame. Now, that's not true. We made it all the way through Season 1 with Pot. I think it's okay to keep this card around. You're thinking over there.
I am.
What are you up to?
I've got some turn 1 plays, actually. It's not too bad.
You did that Pot of Greed and just went into the deadest silence I've ever heard.
I'm just wondering. I got to play to some certain outs, I think, here. This sucks that I have to give you this information.
Okay.
But at the end of the day, I think it's worth it. I'm going to normal summon Cryomancer of the Ice Barrier.
You want to run that one by me again?
Yeah, here, I'll do it again. Hold on. I'm gonna normal summon Cryomancer of the Ice Barrier.
I was joking, but speaking of super rares from this set, okay. I'm with you. Sure.
Okay, cool. Very good call. I'm gonna activate terraforming.
Are you playing fucking Wetlands Beat? Oh no,
Alex, you can do some math, right? You know how big this Cryomancer is gonna be if I activate this.
He's
Wetlands,
about to
right?
be 25.
He's about to be
25, 27. What's Wetlands boost? 12 or
It's
14? I
boosts
forget.
1,200.
12. That's what it is.
But
Jeez.
I'm not gonna throw down the Wetlands yet. I'm a little bit hesitant that you might have something.
Okay.
I'll just throw down a face down. Now you know what? We'll put the Wetlands into play.
Okay.
Better have the Duster, my guy. 2,500 Cryomancer of the Ice Barrier. Can you beat it?
It summons Skull.
It is.
It's insane.
Yeah, that's a good way to
It's so
put it.
good when I have this Harpy's Feather Duster to blow up.
Oh my god, bro. The one card where I'm like, I can't beat Feather Duster. It sucks.
You said it. You said better have Feather Duster. I'm like, okay,
man.
I
All
got
right.
it.
Well, I have a chainable, so I'm going to chain Aegis of the Ocean Dragon Lord.
I actually know what this card is. Okay, so you can't be destroyed by battle or card effects.
It sure
That's
can.
fine.
Yes.
Whatever.
You're good to go.
That's like kind of relevant. It's annoying, I will say, but it's not unbeatable. I'm gonna take a moment to think here how I want to play this one now. You know, it's only fair. You got the Pot of Greed. I got the 1 for 2.
Yeah,
It basically just like counterbalance that, right? I'm not like super concerned unless you. I mean, you could have another Wetlands, and then that's like kind of a problem. I think I'll just play a little bit slow and just T-set and pass. Go ahead.
Okay. I will draw for turn. Standby phase, main phase.
Sure.
I will Duster for 1 card.
It's MST. So if you had another Wetlands, I could have at least taken it out.
That's fine. Alex, you've been playing some slow decks recently, right?
Okay.
I don't know if I'm ballsy enough to have... no, I'm ballsy enough to have this play. I'm going to call that's a Raikou or something like that.
Okay,
So
sure.
I'm going to hit Raigeki. I'm going to try to nuke this one off your board here.
You, sir, are correct.
I'm a goat, bro. And now I'm going to summon Dudark of the Ice Barrier.
I've never seen this
Now
card.
you
This
can-
is from this set, I'm pretty
This is
sure.
from this set too, yes. So if,
Only face up level 2 or lower, this can attack. Well, it's irrelevant because you can attack directly anyway.
well, yeah,
sure.
but also
Okay.
now you can tell Cryomancer of the Ice Barrier's effect is in play too. He's gravity.
Oh, Gravity Bind.
Yep.
Okay, interesting.
I'm gonna get
Sure.
in for 25 beats, man, just to the face.
Sure. I'm taking both.
All right. Good thing I caught that Raikou. I was scared of that. Okay, well, Gravity Bind, baby. See if you could deal with it.
All right, I'll draw. Okay.
Oh man, this game is
What?
so
You had
dumb.
Raigeki Dust. You're complaining and you had
Bruh.
Raigeki Dust or Pot of Greed. Get
all
outta
right.
here.
Yeah, that's true.
Get out
You're
of
right.
here. Oh my god. Okay, you're down to 1 card. Like, am I fucking scared now? Jesus. Okay. I'm just going to normal Krebons and just get in for 12.
Yeah, I'm gonna take it. Yep.
Okay, that's all I got. Go ahead.
I will draw. Stand my main.
Can't believe you're complaining. Unbelievable.
Ah, man, I don't want to hear it, bro. Freaking. We opened up the exact same hand. Somehow,
We did. We
somehow yours is
basically
better.
did.
Somehow yours is better than mine.
Because I 1 for 2 both times when I used mine. That's why. You're not the only one that plays level 2s, by the way. What are you doing peeking in my graveyard?
I'm just,
Get out of
I'm,
my
I'm just
graveyard.
looking. I'm clicking around. I'm not. I'm just trying to see how I beat Krebon's pass.
It's surprisingly good.
Okay. I'm gonna activate Premature Burial on the Cryomancer.
Words I never thought I'd hear in my life. Sure.
Okay, we'll bring back Cryomancer of the Ice Barrier, if it lets me. Okay. And then I'm also going to normal summon Junk Synchron, and I'm going to activate Junk Synchron.
Sure. Okay.
Pull back Dudark. Back to where we were before, right?
Unfortunately, these are all tuners for
They
you.
are all tuners, which sucks. However, we got the Gravity Bind lock again. I
Sure.
will go Battle Phase, and I'll try to force 1,600 out of you.
Probably gonna pay it, unfortunately. So, yeah, we'll pay it. We'll keep Krebons around.
Okay, cool. I'll just pass here. Go ahead.
Okay. I'll draw. That's very funny. Main 1. Now we have to think. Okay, so I'm only locked as long as you control another ice barrier, or if I take out the Cryomancer. Obviously can't do that by battle. How do we want to do this? You pre-matted the cryo, right?
I did, yes.
Okay, thank you. Okay, this is an easy cleanup. Instant fusion.
Yeah, that's powerful. Okay.
I'm going to summon Deep Sea Shark.
Okay. Oh, wow, the waters. Okay.
Yep, and we're going from water to fire, baby. Black Rose.
Yep, Black Rose is fine. We'll clean it up.
And, you know, he worked so well the first time.
Oh, man, the Krebons again. Okay, all right.
Yep.
12.
And we'll pass it to you.
Draw. I will just pass. Go ahead.
Seems logical to me. I'll draw. So you're on 48. Krebon sinks you to 36. Don't think I can kill you, unfortunately. Trying to think the best way to do this. I think I'd like to get you on a 2-turn clock, especially with Raigeki being gone. I feel a little bit safer than I otherwise would. Let's go. This is going to give you some more information about my deck. Flambell Magician.
Oh, the fires! Oh my god, some would say I have the perfect counter pick then, but... All right,
I don't know about that. This isn't Pokemon. Buddy. There's no resistances and weaknesses here. We'll just go 26.
We'll take the full 26. Okay.
Go ahead.
Draw. Stand by me. All right. I will normal summon Junk Synchron.
Sure.
And I will use the effect. I will target the Dew Dark.
No response.
Okay.
Going for a 5.
They're tutors. They're both tutors.
Oh, they're both tutors. They're all tutors. That's right. You can't.
Oops, all tutors. Let's see here.
Is that what you called this deck?
This is not looking good for me. It's look at the U.
Trying to wall up.
We have 4 tuners on the board right now, bro. What I would kill for a non-tuner right now. I'll go Medallion.
Okay.
Off of.
I guess you are playing several Ice Barrier cards.
Yes.
So.
Off of Medallion of the Ice Bear, I'll pull up a Dew Dark again.
Okay.
I'll just go Battle Phase into your Krebons.
Grabbing another Dew Dark. This is... I either take 1 or 8 if I want to keep the Krebons. Sure, I'll take the 8. That's fine.
Okay. I'm just going to pass it over to you then. Go ahead.
Okay. I think I got this one wrapped up. The normal Fire Dog.
Hey, it's a non-tuner, man. Go figure. Yes, that'll do it.
Yeah. Yeah, this will do it. We just hit in here for 6. I get another Magician, and we just pop.
Yep.
Game.
All right. Okay.
Ooh, what are you playing?
Lots of sauce, bro. That was an unfortunate game 1, though, I'll say. I think I said it before in episode, bro. Maybe it's not the deck, it's the pilot. And the fact that you had Raigeki and Harpy's Feather Duster, you could have just played it better. Maybe I'll just give it to you there.
I mean, when you want a Raigeki and Feather Duster for 1 and get basically... you hit Raikou at the end of the day, but, like, I don't know. Yeah, if you would have had Raigeki at the end there, you'd have been in a much better position. I'll say that.
It is what it is, though. I had to do what I had to do. All right, we'll try this one out, though. I'm still feeling pretty confident, man. I still think I caught you off guard.
I was about to say, it's a weird deck to play against. I'll let you pick if you want to go first or second.
I'm still going to opt to go second. The free card's
Makes
too
sense.
tempting.
And the battle phase for you is actually quite important. But the fact you have, like, this weird lock with the Cryomancer, too, is actually, like, kind of problematic for me at times. So I want to see how it goes. Best of luck, buddy. I'm just going to start with a humble set and pass.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I will draw for turn. Stand my main. I'll just kick it off strong with a Nobleman of Crossout. Let me get rid of that.
No, my bulb!
No, the bulb! That's a good card,
Not
too.
the bulb. That is a good card. It's not Raikou, thankfully, but it's still pretty good.
All right, man. I'm going to throw down a face down, and I'm going to pass my turn to you.
Interesting. Okay. You've played all these, like, weird fucking cards up until now, so now I'm kind of wondering what you would set. I guess if you're playing a deck of level 2s, it could be your own Raikou, potentially. You could just be setting because you want to get something in the grave for Junk Synchron, so it could just be, like, nothing? Or it's, like, Cryomancer. No, I mean, you could have just, like, swung with Cryomancer. I feel like this is something... That's weird. I don't know what the fuck this is. I'm going to go with that it's Raikou. So if that's the case, let's go Goblin Zombie.
Sure.
Let's hit it.
It's not. It's Duke Frog.
Okay. We're taking a fat 9 here in that
are.
case.
Big amount.
And that's it. Go ahead.
All right, man. I'll draw. Stand my main. You're not doing too much over there. I'm a little scared, though,
Chilling.
man. I'm a little scared. You go summon Plague, and I'm, like, all of a sudden in a really bad spot.
Mm-hmm.
I've been watching a lot of E3 Yu-Gi-Oh! Recently. And he recently went over a Goblin Zombie deck, and he said if you keep them off their normal summon, things get a little bit easier to handle. However, if I pass turn to you and you go like summon Plague or something like that, I'm all of a sudden in a world of hurt, right? Just trying to think if I can get OTK'd. I think I might just play to my outs here.
I hear that E3 Yu-Gi-Oh! Guy's a handsome lad.
Oh, very handsome guy. Very handsome guy. Alex, I'm just going to pass turn. Go ahead.
Interesting. Okay. I'll draw. Now, I'm in the same predicament here. Clearly, you don't feel threatened by just letting me leave a Goblin Zombie on the field, which could be, like, quite detrimental to you, which lends me to believe that you have a bunch of, like, random reactive bullshit in your back, or not your back row, but your hand, rather. Yeah, bite. Let's go Flambell Magician.
Powerful. Yeah, that's fine.
Sink him off. Good old Stardust.
Yep, the dust is okay.
Trigger our zombie. I might just take another zombie, actually. I don't really feel like I need too much else at the moment. Yeah, screw it. Let's get another zombie. Let's just keep the value train. I'll head over the dupe.
Okay, and I'll get my dupe frog search.
Sure.
25, bro. 25. That's just big enough.
It's just big enough with 1,300 plus wetlands, so no complaints.
I will grab swap frog from deck to hand.
Sure. And I'll just pass. Go
Okay,
ahead.
I will draw. Standby main. I will activate a copy of wetlands.
He's got it. Sure.
I do. I will normal summon swap frog,
Sure.
and I will activate swap frog's effect.
It's fine.
I will dump Ronin Tonin.
Okay. No dark mist yet, buddy.
No dark mist yet. What did you add off a goblin zombie?
Another goblin zombie. Don't you love these old cards that don't have nearly as many restrictions?
This sucks.
You don't seem too happy. Is that that Raigeki rotting in your hand over there?
I have a few cards that are just chilling here. They're just chilling. They're waiting for their time to shine.
Sure.
All right, we'll go. Yeah, I'm just gonna pass here. Go ahead.
Interesting. Well, I mean, for what it's worth, your swap frog's fucking gigantic.
He's big.
so
He's 22. Yeah.
You got that going for you. Standby main. All right, now it's my turn to think.
Glad you can't kill me this turn at least. I think you would have figured it out already. You're a smart guy.
Yeah. This makes me nervous that we're playing like such conservative Yu-Gi-Oh. Not a fan. Not a fan. Okay. Guess I just try to get some damage in. Nothing else is like super. Yeah, I guess. There's nothing else too crazy I can do. Let's just run out of Krebons.
Yep.
I'll go battle. So this is 3 and 12.
I will take it all. 300 and 1200. Okay.
Yeah, if only Krebons was water, that'd be nice. Second main. You're never going to hear that again. I'll just throw one down. Go ahead.
Okay, I will draw for turn. Standby phase, main phase.
Yep.
I'll start with Feather Duster.
Okay. It was a Power Well.
Okay, the P-Well. All right.
Not looking as hot as your Power Well when you painful choiced prior to it, but you know.
Dude, this fucking bites. Oh my god. I don't have like a good play.
Now, is that Stardust's fault or is it your deck's fault?
Hey, listen. Relax.
I'm just asking. Those are two completely different scenarios. That's why.
Oh, I'm getting crushed here. I know you have goblins on me in your hand too, so you just go summon Gobo and then I'm dead. I'm like dead.
Gobo, is that your name for it?
Yeah. I'm a Bozo Gobo. I literally don't win this, actually. I don't win this.
What is in your hand? You're already throwing in the towel with 6,500 life. It's gotta not be good.
Well, I mean, I'm dead. I'm dead next turn, I think. I'm gonna be honest, bro. I don't think it was even the Stardust. It was that dumb Krebons you actually just threw down. That
was it really? That's the problem?
Yeah, honestly, I think so. No, we can make this work. Okay, I'm gonna go summon Junk Synchron.
Okay, I figured I'd one of these buried away.
Yeah, I'm gonna activate the Junk Synchron. We're gonna pull back Dupe Frog.
Okay.
I'm gonna activate Ronin Tonin. I'm gonna banish the Swap Frog, and we're gonna summon this back.
Sure.
Okay, I'm gonna synchro with these two.
Not the Ronin Toad.
Not the Ronin Toad. Can't do that.
Very important.
Can't do that.
Very important.
I'm gonna make.
You would never make that mistake, right?
No, I'm gonna make Junk Warrior. Ready?
Okay. All right. He's cool.
Junk Warrior. You might think he's only 24, right?
No, he's big.
Wrong. He's huge, man. He gets boosted by wetlands as well.
Yep.
So he is up to what's he at? Fucking just massive. 13. So he's at 36.
36.
All right, big enough. I'll go battle phase.
Sure.
36 into your dust.
So that is 11 that I'm taking. Start us down.
And then I'll declare an attack with my 1300, perfectly above your Krebons, by the way.
I'll take the 8 instead.
Thought you might. Okay, let's see. Your main phase 2.
That's the one thing I do like about this deck is that Junk Warrior can get to like gigantic heights. It's ridiculous. If you just get a few guys out, it's insane how large this guy can get.
Well, out of your Power Well, too. So you maybe don't have a way to get this Krebons back. What's your next step here, Alex? What are you going to do?
Why would I tell you that?
I have a feeling I know what you might do. I think you might go like summon Fire Dog, attack over Ronin Tonin.
I mean, the only card you know about is Goblin Zombies, so yeah, you have to make all the assumptions you can.
I'm gonna activate Raigeki.
I knew you were gonna do that. That's fine.
I'll set a card and I'll just end turn. Go ahead.
Sure. We'll draw. Anything in main?
No, I'm just gonna...
Or standby, rather.
No, you're good. I'm just gonna put a counter. I'm gonna make sure you know this is huge.
Sure. To know that he is a big lad. Let's see here. What do you got? Aegis of the Ocean Dragon Lord, potentially? Trying to think like what other back row this deck would play. You could just play like generic stuff too, I guess. That's like not the end of the world. You got 2 in hand. Neat. Okay. Let's go Rekindling.
Yikes. Okay, yep.
Just the Flambell Magician, unfortunately. Not too much action. Let's go normal Goblin Zombie.
Yep.
Sync him up. Thinking who I want to grab here, as a matter of fact.
I don't know if any of the 8s deal with Junk Warrior. I think he's just a little too big.
He's a bit big. He's a bit big. Let's go for Red Dragon Archfiend.
Okay.
He's a bit bigger. Snatch Steal.
Oh, my lord.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Yeah, he's yours. Yep.
Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it.
That is an equip spell, bro. But yes,
Sorry.
I see what you're
Sorry.
doing. Yeah. I can't believe I fucking lost this game. Oh my god, bro. What the fuck? Wow.
Do I get it?
Yeah.
Do I get it?
Yeah, you got it. Yeah.
I was like, okay, you still have a back row potentially. Like, this wins if the back row is dead. Okay.
Yeah, I unfortunately drew a lot of the all the wetlands in the world. It was soggy over here, but yeah, couldn't quite cut it through, man. I thought you might play something with these fire dogs again, and I said I had the perfect counter because I have fucking Starboy in my deck.
Starboy for the attack reduction.
Yeah, I was like, yo, if I can stick Starboy, it's actually game over. Like, I don't know how a 1500 fire dog does anything.
I mean, you're not wrong, to be fair. Okay, so give us your explanation here. I kind of get what you're going for.
Just kind of a cool deck that plays with the wetlands, right? Like, normally, one of the big things in the side deck was Rivalry, too. Rivalry plus, like, any Aqua, you can't get over, like, a 2200 dude. It's not easy when you're just normal summoning one guy per turn. I thought with the Cryomancers and stuff, it'd be pretty cute to, like, maybe keep you off with a Gravity Bound strategy. But then again, you do play a lot of 2s, like Krebons and stuff, and, like, the Raikou makes it a little difficult to stick it.
Sure.
Just the cards weren't in my favor this time. Just a whole bunch of level 2s, though, like the Frogs and stuff paired with Wetlands. That was the goal.
I don't hate it. I mean, you had Rivalry, right? And, like, you didn't see it at all, so, like, that is a card that if I don't have a way to deal with it, that could just hose me, potentially. I have multiple different cards that are the same type, but I'm mixing them all together. So if I'm locked on the wrong thing, I can just get completely screwed that way. And that your deck basically doesn't care about this card, aside from Junk Synchron. But at that point, you just play Aqua Control. So yeah, no, this was like a deck that people like would take to locals back in the day. I remember just because it was so cheap, because it was basically all common cards, and you just basically just beat them down, and sometimes decks just like aren't able to keep up with it. I was actually struggling a bit in side decking because I thought to myself, damn, like these things are just fucking big. I have to deal with like 2K bodies, and Fire Dog caps at 19. Yep. So if you have ways to stop my Synchro monsters, I'm in a lot of trouble. So I sided in Smashing Grounds and Dark Hole and just every like removal card that's just generic removal that I had.
Yep. And then that's where like a card like the Aegis is supposed to shine there too, countering Dark Hole and something like that. It's just couldn't see the right grip, you know. I think that's what it was. I just couldn't see the right like combination of cards. So way too many field spells, like 4 of them in this last hand here, just not playable. It's all right.
Yeah, I was trying to weave lethal together on the prior turn when it was just Swap Frog and my Stardust. I was like a few hundred off because I could have like taken your actually I don't even know if that was gonna work. I'm not playing Armory Arm, which kind of was unfortunate because I feel like
did you have a line to Armory Arm or something like that?
I hadn't, because I take your Swap Frog, I summon the Krebons, sync those for Armory Arm, and then I can both Rekindling and I can Power Well potentially because I use the Krebons to make the Armory Arm, and I haven't normal summoned yet, so I have the Goblin Zombie. So I'm pretty sure that was like just shy of lethal when I sync some things up together, which would have been pretty sick. But like I said, it was just a bit short. Yeah, I had Raigeki in hand too. Nice. So I mean, even if you, this was like the game of like the blowout one-ofs. Raigeki, Duster, Snatch Steal, like they were everywhere.
Yeah,
this
man, I'm
episode.
getting sick of fucking Duster, bro. If there's any kind, I'm getting sick of it. But
we going back to the judgment.
We'll
next
let
episode?
it slide. I still think I want to use the card sometimes, right?
True. It's not. It has its uses. It has its uses. How was Hidden Arsenal 3 for you?
As good as it could get. I don't know. I didn't get anything great. I got like 8 ducks and a phalanx. That's all I got.
Did you get Barkion?
I did. I did get Barkion. Yes. Good
okay.
Call. Yeah.
Sure.
Everything else, though, it's just whatever. The Worms are cool, I guess. The Worms X and the Yagans, but
Yep, they're neat. We don't get some of the worm support till later.
I don't know. Do we have that trap card? The like, the trap card
no,
I'm talking
Meteorite
about, right?
isn't until like Xyz era.
Okay.
It's ridiculous. It's like Extreme Force or something.
Yeah.
It's a long ways away.
Yeah.
But worms are a potential strategy. I also I was trying to play the Gungnir, which is why you saw the Deep Sea Shark in my extra for the instant fusion, because I have 4 level 2 tuners in my deck. So you just need him, and then you have Gungnir, and Gungnir's like still pretty good.
Gungnir's not bad. Yeah, it's just like when you stack him next to Brio, it's like. But then again,
it's so hard.
It's a 7. And we do not have a lot of 7s, so
we have like 7s, but they're not like fantastic. And Gungnir, although it's a little bit harder to summon, it is still like a nice card in its own right. So my deck, I was trying to just play Card of Safe Return Turbo. I had 10 or 11 revival cards between like Book of Life for zombies, Power Wells for Krebins, Rekindling for the Flamvel, Glow Up Bulb, Plague Spreader. Like, I was just trying to trigger this card as much as possible. So I fused 3 different engines together to do so. And I didn't get to resolve anything, but I mean, the deck was like fine.
You know what's so crazy? There's been so many episodes that I feel like we've had this card in our deck and we never see it. We've never seen it.
It's a one-of. I mean, that's the problem. If we don't draw it, and it just fucking doesn't do anything. And so it sucks. And like, especially when you cross out of my Glow Up Bulb, I'm like, shit, if I draw a card of Safe Return, man, that would have just been a free card I would have gotten. But yeah, I want us to like start breaking this card, but I feel like it just doesn't happen.
Doesn't come
every
up,
single time we try to play it. Yeah, it's like the Oppression thing, right?
Yeah.
Where like every time we play Oppression, we play decks that it doesn't
we
matter
play Oppression
against.
decks against each other, so it just doesn't do anything. Yeah, you're right. Okay.
Yeah, it's funny. It's weird, but you know, it is what it is. For the wheel, you can rest easy a bit. I pulled a super rare wild card, which out of Starstrike Blast isn't too bad. I took a second copy of Different Dimension Ground just to pair with my first one, which is it's like a nice little side card to have.
It's not a bad card at all, but I guess it's about average. I mean, considering when I got 3 absolute blanks from the last wheel, I mean, it's fine. You know, I'm not angry about it.
Yeah, but you have to worry about, I mean, I don't think you have to worry about the next wheel. Well, you do, because there's all these other stuff that can just completely hose you. But if I spin a wild card, you're probably safe, because Hidden Arsenal 3, oh, what am I going to take? A Jurak Guaiba? Ooh, scary.
With you and your luck, though, we'll see if that's even a possibility, man.
Hey, you thought this episode that I was going to get a Starlight Rare, and I didn't. Okay,
I'm expecting one next episode.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. So guys, that's going to wrap it up for another video. I really hope you all enjoyed. Let's go ahead and shout the patrons for all of their continued support. So shoutouts to Shout1317, Tim00x3, MBT Play Medolce, Moto, Cameron Smith, Pony Stark, The Synchro Guy, Phoenix the Immortal, Dan the Man Hoban, Richard Enormous, Draconic, Jordan Coons, Jesse Wood, Valen Jackson, Chris Hood, Little Fadeleaf, Dylan Hunter, Cody Bretz, Extremely Vulgar Man, Brody Eastwood, Carlos DT, Flannel Daddy, Indian Taisho, thanks for the sleeves, Dad, Max, Twinkle Muncher, Matthew Brady, Dalton, Luban Yodaban. I've tried reading cards before. It was horrible, and my guinea pigs had to get me therapy. Helios515, Cimoooooooo's Chaos Cooking Draft, Cheeks McLaperty, Stolfin Amethyst, Wonder Waffle, MBT cancel by all communities soon, cancel by all committees soon, cancel by all players soon, Shrugzix, the Crystal Beast Enthusiast, Corvain, and Grey9. Thank you so much for watching the video, and we will see you next time.